Okay, viewers, well, we scrapped the fridge today and made a big esky or drinks and grog cooler out of it. Icebox. Kept that, cord and everything. There's a defrost element out of it. This is that Kelvinator Fridge we had sitting in the other shed. That's all intact. The tube is all intact. And that's the actual cyclic defrost part. Which, because the old man was doing the job, he bloody cut it. He cut the defrost element. So there's actually a high temperature rated sheathing on this. Let's see what the try and find where I can read it clearly. 240 volt key T and E V105. No, it doesn't say what temperature it takes, but good secondary winding for an MOT. Do some high current experiments with if there's enough copper in here, because this should be rated for quite high temperature, this sheathing. And that would have went through to the compressor in there. That's your light switch, that's always handy. Cheap plastic bulb holder. Stainless steel screws, some salvageable parts in there. Now I think I've got to jump away from that to get this to run normally, like that one there is. I think, bloody hay fever, throat's playing up today. Active in, I think we're going to jump these two together. So short those two out, and this will act as a PTC type starter and cuts off automatically during overload. That's how I've wired the other one up, so that's not too hard to do. It's got a good cables cord in it. 7.5 amp though, not 10 amp unfortunately. But there's types of cords are always handy, especially these side angle ones. I wonder what it says in the cord, what size cord it is. The plug says it's 7.5 amp, but the cord might not be. Doesn't seem to have any rating on it. Well, that's unfortunate. They've only put everything on here. They usually print it along the cord, the size of copper and everything. But they didn't bother doing it in this one. Oh well, we'll use it for this compressor. Alright, we'll show you what the fridge looks like now. Put the door partition out. That's all intact. Here we are, a redneck esky. Store your grog in there, Jim Beam in there, Scotch in there, Coke in there. And these two are as partitions, quite handy. Some strapless door stoppers. And those wheels, I got off the projection TVs. They're from an LG for projection TV. Bloody good quality wheels. They might put stoppers on it instead, because it might roll around a bit too easily on the floor when it's full. Okay, viewers, well, here's the specs of this compressor. Oh, it's a model D66C 3R AW5, 220 to 240 volt 50 Hz, one phase, R134A, thermally protected, which is this little thing here. Clicks out if this gets too hot. Matsushita Electronic Industry Limited, Singapore, which is a Panasonic compressor. And they're still making compressors in some fridges today. Here's another Matsushita compressor which I've done millions of videos on. Very similar model, if not the same, just about 20 years older. Also made in Singapore by Panasonic. Full load 1.3 amps. So it doesn't use very much power. Basically what I've done is jump those two together. That's it. That's what I'm going to do on this one. And jump those two across, and this should work normally as a portable pump. Left some plenty of pipe to spare. I can silver solder added extra bits and fittings on here. I'm making a vacuum pump out of this if I wanted to. Alright, let's get this wired up properly and see if it runs. Okay, viewers, well the earth was cut off on this one when my old man took this out of the fridge. So I'm going to have to wire it in there. Safety first, always earth these things. Very important. Yeah, pretty much bloody identical, even the same brands of thermal cutouts and PTC starters and everything. Except this one's got an extra terminal, which is never used. This never has one, the third one. It's active in, through there, jump there, active in, through there, and jump there, and this should work. You got run, the top, start, the left, and the right is common on the bottom here. So run, start, and common. Same with this one. That differs from compressor to compressor. Anyway, let's connect the earth and see if it works. Okay, yours has been sitting upright for, right on trolley upright for a while now, so shouldn't have to worry about oil going everywhere. Let's bring this over here and plug her in. It's earthed. Safety first. 3, 2, 1. There you go. There goes the remainder of residual R1348 that was in the fridge. But she coughed and spluttered at about 8 amps because it must have had a bit of head pressure in it. Because there's a cut with a bolt cutter, so had a bit of pressure to start off with. But normally it shouldn't take consume that much power at all to start. There you go. Discharge. Alright. Yep, I smelled a mineral oil. Alright. That's working. I'll put the terminal cover back on. Unplug safety first. I might do a similar setup with these. I'll make a spot to put these and do a similar thing what I did with this. Make a little manifold and another air compressor setup. These are just bloody handy, these little compressors. These older ones are better though. They last a lot longer and they're a lot more reliable. Here's the terminal covers are back on. These are normally clamped on the refrigerator chassis, but these clips are so conveniently designed. There's a bit of a ridge in the middle that the cord can fit through and clamp together like that on the compressor alone. Same with this one. Unfortunately this has had a crack in it from before, so this one's a bit weaker unfortunately. Just got to redesign it so the resolder some, or cut these pipes shorter so they're out of the way and I can just tap hoses onto it. This has got a bigger inlet than this one is. And I've also noticed there's no, because this is only for a fridge and not a freezer, this has a coil on the bottom. Goes in to a coil, comes out, and that helps to keep the oil warm. But the fridge one doesn't have that. So even the suction is smaller on this one. The original that goes in the shell is the same size, but this one is smaller. There you go. There's a date in the cord here I found out. I can find it, there you go. MM cable, 75 degrees Celsius, N/43, 1994. But it doesn't tell me the cord size. But for what I've seen, it's bigger than that bigger size, so it probably is 10 amp cable. Because the other one, on the Schlumberger SPA01, that's a 0.5mm squared with a 10 amp plug. That's bloody typical for very small little appliances. So this will probably be a 10 amp cord, but they've just moulded a 7.5 amp plug. But that should take 10 amp okay. Okay viewers, thanks for watching.